We have here Annemarie Szelezky, and you've just had your film screened in the Australian Panorama.
Yes.
You've used a lot of different mediums, and you were inspired by some paintings that...
No, actually the drawings.
Yeah.
The drawings I did for an exhibition, which was for the anniversary of the Hungarian Revolution, 50th anniversary. And because I had all these drawings done, which were, the images are actually my own memories and things that I heard at the time as a child. And when I had all these drawings and photographs, I decided I should use it to make an animated film, because the Human Rights Festival was coming on, and they asked me if I had anything to put in, and I thought it was most apt, so that's how that happened.
You work with a lot of different media. There's not just drawings. You've worked with other mediums as well. Would you be able to talk to us a bit about that?
Well, I basically started working under the camera, working with sand on glass and drawings and paper cutouts and different media on layers of glass over the light box, where I use a camera. But for this particular animation, it was just from the drawings and images that I have had, which I reworked in Photoshop and then edited, made it into a film.
Was it a difficult process going through the drawings and cutting them out in Photoshop?
Not at all. No, very simple, actually, and I really enjoyed it. And it made me realize that there's another way of doing animation, and I can actually do it if I try. And the other thing I'm doing is redrawing. Well, I redrew them with a Wacom tablet in Photoshop, some of the drawings, and that's how I gave them movement, you see. Well, because my background is as a painter, an artist, I tend to use color and different images, and I like to manipulate them and make them morph and become something else. And so I use abstraction as well as narrative. But with the narrative, it's quite different, because I tend to be more precise, and it has to tell a story, and you have to work figuratively. So I like to use both, but at different times, not together necessarily.